This is JP, a 25-year-old Army medic who has incorporated music into the majority of his life. He first was introduced to music at 8 years old as he played the stand-up bass. A few years later, he got his first guitar when he was 12 and began teaching himself the instrument.
I started writing songs around the time when I was in high school. Played some benefit events. One big one that I did pretty frequently, it was an annual thing, was called Relay for Life. So did that for a while and then went to college. While I was in college, went on humanitarian mission to Dominican Republic. So I was living there for a little while. And it was just kind of all over the place.
But after years of community service, he joined the Army to further fulfill his want to serve.
I just saw it as an honorable profession. And you know, I wanted to be that defender of the nation. Music was kind of put on hold at that point because I was pretty much convinced I was going to be in the medical world the entire time.
His time in the military did immerse him in the medical field, as he is now an emergency care sergeant at Fort Drum, New York. In his previous unit, he served in its evacuation section, the treatment section, and even assisted the infantry when he was deployed from 2018 to 2019. Throughout these experiences, he said music always followed him.
Back when I was deployed, I also was the worship leader for that installation chapel. So music has always found its way back into my life no matter where I went, thankfully so.
But it wasn't until getting home from his deployment when he decided to pull out the guitar and restart his professional music career.
And it wasn't until 2019 that my buddy told me that, you know, he heard some of my music and he told me that I should be, like, you need to be pursuing this. And so through that, as I realized how much the music actually made a difference, because that was my whole objective.
However, JP's career, like many others, was put on hold in March of 2020 due to the COVID pandemic. But in the following summer, when he was at a bar in Watertown, New York, a door to a new opportunity opened. While sitting with his friends that night, he began singing, which sparked the attention of the bar's owner, who later offered him a gig the following day.
And my baby calling my name and I know that she's the only one, and if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free.
Since then, he has played at over 60 gigs in northern New York and is preparing to release an EP on Valentine's Day, a massive project called The Outlaw Project, and an original album. But he said that this restart made him realize how much of an impact his music career can have on others.
Every single show I tell the audience there's two reasons why I play music. Number one, it's a universal language, so, you know, no matter where you're from, who you are, you can recognize music when you hear it. And number two, I know every single person in that bar or venue has lives outside of that place. So my hope and my objective or my job is I can give them 20 minutes, an hour, 2, maybe 3, for them forgetting all about that and just focus on making memories and just having fun.
And also how he can continue to serve his community in new ways.
How does it feel to be asked to be doing these community events now?
It's humbling because honestly, I never even thought that my music would be noticed once I started doing it. I've realized that I'd rather do what I love and help people and just honestly try to leave the world better off than I found it.
Let's go inside, lay your rats down, and you feel my heart beat.